Hey everybody. So I'm sitting here getting ready to head to California. And there were like 10 rigs that went down the road, and there's not a lot of spots up there. It's like just a dead end road. I've got a big spot here. I'm just sitting here watching all these different rigs going by. And I guess they're here for a big meetup or something like that. Well, I saw a couple in a very nice Ford Transit conversion van. Alex and Brittany. And if they want to be on camera, we'll let them be there. But I told them I'm leaving in the morning to head into California. If they wanted to hang out, share my spot, I'd be more than happy. So we will see what happens if they want to be on camera. And Alex just gave me a sparkling tea. I'm very excited to see what that is, because y'all may not know I am a tea snob. I love Kenya full flushes. First flushes are my favorite. Black teas is what it is. So we'll see if they want to be on camera. If not, they won't be, but we'll see. Okay, so I had a big old spot here, and there were people going like, no tomorrow, up the road. And I met this great couple. His name is Alex.
Hello.
His significant other, she's much prettier than he is, doesn't like to be on camera. But he's been so nice to allow us to maybe even look into his vehicle. So, Alex, if you can let us go in.
Come on.
All right, so we're following Alex into the vehicle. Oh, I already see. Oh, I like this. You got the Nautilus shower curtain.
Yep. Got the Nautilus shower curtain.
Going on here. I like that.
We built a composting toilet.
Is that a Nautilus?
This is an airhead toilet.
Bearhead.
Airhead.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then we got a little shower in here too.
Gotcha. That's a nice space.
Yeah, plenty of space to clean up in there. And then put in a little refrigerator over here if you want to step up.
All right, guys. I got my shoes on. I'm not going to go all the way in because I don't want to get dirty in here, but okay.
We put in a fridge. It's I forget which brand, but it's isotherm.
Gotcha.
Isotherm runs really low electricity.
Is that an isotherm 60?
I forget. It's been a few years since we built this
I
out.
gotcha.
Yeah. And then we got this queen size bed back here, and it folds up into thirds.
Okay.
And so then we just go like this. Push these sides.
Got the
back.
slots. Gotcha.
And then all seats fold up.
Gotcha. And now what do you have for solar and electrical and water and...
Yeah, so under here, under this seat, over the tire, we have a 30 or 32 gallon water tank.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I put underneath it an 18 gallon gray water tank.
Okay.
For the electrical, we have 3 100 amp Battleborn batteries.
Okay.
Which are, it's great.
Yeah.
We tied it in.
Battleborn is excellent batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we tied it into charge from the alternator.
You have a DC to DC.
Yeah, DC to DC.
And what do you have on?
We have solar on top too. I forget how much we have, but it's 2 panels. But there's ones, I think we got them from Battleborn, and they curve to the curvature of the...
Are they walkable?
Roof. No, they're not walkable.
Okay.
No. And they're probably about this thin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so what do you use for cooking? You got a nice, beautiful sink here.
Yeah, for cooking, we use this.
Okay, so you got a electric cooktop.
Yeah, it's the electric cooktop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously here is for drinking water.
Drinking water that's filtered.
Gotcha.
And then this is
Your
everything else that we use for cleaning.
and for hot water for the shower.
Yeah.
How does that work? What do you have for there?
I can show you back here. You want to see the garage?
Sure. Let's go
check
look
it
at the
out.
garage. Whenever you want.
Okay.
All right. So we're looking in the back of Alex's rig here.
Yeah, so back here we got a little outdoor shower to hose off with. Here's where we fill up. So this is where we have all of our plumbing over here in this compartment.
And you said you had how many gallons of water?
Around 30 gallons.
That's a good size.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
a good size.
And how long does it normally go for you guys?
I'd say like 7 days.
7
It's
days.
probably pretty
Now,
solid for that. Yeah.
do you shower every day, or do you hit like a Planet Fitness, or you know what I
Depends
mean?
how active we are.
Gotcha.
Like if we're going on a big hike, we'll definitely shower after that.
Right. Same thing with me.
It's a Navy shower.
Right.
You know, we're not running a lot of water.
Right. But I mean, normally do you shower just in the van, or
Normally
do you have like a Planet Fitness like I do?
we don't have a Planet Fitness.
Okay.
It's normally just in the van.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, and then the state parks,
Right.
national parks all have a place often for us to dump the gray water.
Right. Exactly.
Tank. Yeah. They're great about that.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and then I can take some of these things out so you can
Oh,
see
you
the
don't have to do
plumbing.
that.
No?
No, you don't have to pull it all out. Just what do you got in there?
Check out the electrical. Oh, we got some chairs in here. We got a hose, a little table right here.
Yeah, that's your normal garage stuff, everything you have.
Yeah, and here's the electrical compartment. Here's where we keep the batteries.
And what do you have then?
So these are the 3 Battleborn batteries.
So you have 3,000 300
300 watts. Yeah.
Battleborn,
Yeah,
which are
those-
great.
They're great, and that work. We find that like that's perfect for us and our use for the van. If we're driving a little bit or there's sun out, we're usually able to stay charged and not have to.
Right now, do you have air conditioning or no air conditioning?
We do have one of these fans that just vents.
Okay,
out.
gotcha.
No air conditioning. We
And
just try
the-
not to go to places that are too hot.
So how often are you in like SoCal?
Not that often.
Okay, because like that's where I'm heading tomorrow.
Okay.
And right now it's 105 degrees
It's 105
in
degrees
SoCal.
right now.
Palm Springs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Palm Springs for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's hot.
So it's going to be hot for me down in the bean pod.
We'll go down there, but more like November,
Gotcha. Yeah.
and it's cold.
Right.
But we put an S-bar heater in here, and then we dropped our fuel tank, and so it draws from our fuel tank.
Okay, so you have an S-bar heater, and how often do you normally run that?
We run
I mean,
that-
tonight's going to be, I think, 35 degrees, the low.
Yeah, we might not even run it tonight.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of nice to be cold outside and then have a warm blanket.
Right.
behind it.
For me, I like the bean pod to get 58, 60 degrees.
Yeah.
That's perfect sleeping weather.
Yeah, that's great.
You know.
for that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
we'll run it then. Like we've been running in the morning. Like
just
20
warm
minutes
up
before we get out of
before
bed.
you get out of bed. That's great.
Yeah.
And it's tapped straight into the gas tank.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And so how many days do you think a year you have to use that?
Oh, probably. I'd probably say a third of the year we'd be using the van. Like if the van's getting used a third of the year, that it'll probably be using the heater sometime.
And do
I
you
think it's made it so that we can go a lot more places.
gotcha? And do you travel full time?
No, not full time.
So
But
how?
my parents also use it, and like they're taking it on a 5-week trip.
So you and your partner, how long are you in this vehicle?
This is a 10-day trip for us
But normally,
normally,
out of a year.
a couple weeks a year, and then my parents might be like a couple months.
I got you. So it's just a per se weekend we'll call it a weekend.
I'd say week long.
Right.
Week-long
But
trips,
you're not full time. It's
not
just,
full-time in it, no.
you know, hanging out, going, having a good time.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. But we built it out to, like, with the idea that you could go for months at a time with it.
Right. I mean, the build is beautiful. The shower, the whole Megillah, big old bed back there, you know, especially when I'm living in, you know.
Yeah. It's comfortable. It's like the extra tall and extra long van.
Yeah, you're a tall guy. How tall are you?
6'4".
And can you stand up?
I can stand in there. Yeah.
Wow. Really?
I've got in some of my friends' vans.
I've never heard of anybody that's 6'4" that could stand up straight up.
We squeezed every inch we could out of, the subfloor and the ceiling.
That is amazing. You know, I'm only 5'9", so it's no issue for me.
Yeah.
But 6'4" to be able to stand up in a van, that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty cool rig, guys. And I'll tell you, it's nice. And they got a heck of a deal. They bought it before the COVID started. I'm not going to tell you anything about that, but man, it's a nice rig. And I tell you what, I'm going to turn this around quick and just say, Alex, thank you very much for letting me look at your rig.
And thanks for welcoming us into this campsite when we were having a tough time finding a good spot.
No worries. You know, it's van life. You know, I get yelled at because I live in an SUV when I call it van life. But hey, you got to meet nice people and be welcoming. So that's what it's all about. So I'm going to say goodnight to Alex, and I'm going to go sit back down, and then I'm going to go to bed. And guess what? We're heading to California. All right, guys. That was pretty darn cool. Meeting Alex and Brittany and their very beautiful Ford Transit. Beautiful. Man, wish I had one of those. But you never know. So we're heading to California. We'll see what we can find. But man, that was a really nice tour of a very beautiful Ford Transit. And, in van life, you got to be open to meeting people and opening yourself up to other people. I had this big old spot, and they're looking for a spot, and I'm leaving in the morning. So why should I not offer them to stay here? Right? That's what we're all about. So I'll tell you what. I'm getting ready to go to bed. Great to meet Alex and Brittany. Happy to have them here. They're going to keep the spot after I leave. His sister, I guess, is coming in. And, hey, they can enjoy the weekend. And I'm going to head to find me a new vehicle. So but no matter what, it's great. You got to open yourself up to other people. Welcome them into your campsites. And hey, they're going to do their thing. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to go to bed in a minute. I don't know what they're doing. I don't care what they're doing. Just be in the woods. All right. In the morning, we're going to go see a very good friend of ours that I met back in Quartzsite, Arizona. His name's Ron. We're going to have lunch tomorrow. Somewhere south where I am. I'm not exactly sure. He gave me coordinates to a parking lot. So we're going to figure it out, and that's what's going to happen. So, all right, we're going to see you in the morning, and we'll figure it out from then. Well, beautiful day. And in the morning, I am heading to California. So we'll see what happens. I've got my Mountain House meal ready to go. and I'm getting ready to eat that and go to sleep. It was so cool to meet Alex and Brittany, tour their van, and hey, great to give them my spot. All right, in the morning we are going to leave to California. All right, thank you as always for watching, subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing, all those good things. And as always, have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you next time on Jelly Bean Outdoors.